Hey folks, so we have Blood Angels versus Dark Eldar, the Relic, at 1850 points, and it is Dawn of War. On the Dark Eldar side, we had a Venom with some Trueborn and Blasters. We had two Raiders here with Warriors and Cannons, some Reavers with Caltrops and Heat Lances, and an Agonizer. We had a Venom here with my Archon and some Incubi. Another Raider with some more Warriors and a Splinter Cannon. And then, of course, we have some Scatter Laser Bikes with an Autarch. In reserve, we have two Razor Wing Jet Fighters all set to storm onto the table. For the Blood Angels, we had a Storm Raven in reserve, a group of Death Company with Dante. We had a group of Assault Marines also in reserve, another squad of Assault Marines in reserve. We had a drop pod full of Stern Guard, and the Stern Guard had Power Fist, it had the Priest, it had two Multi-Meltas, and a ton of Ouches, that's for sure. So that's everything that was in reserve. The only thing on the table to start off with was the two Ball Predators, so they were in the backfield, and there was also two squads of scouts that infiltrated in, and they were hanging out in the bushes there. So the objective of the game is in the center of the table. So Blood Angels began with dropping their Stern Guard in my lines, and they fired everything into the Venom, destroying it. It exploded, and it killed off most of the Trueborn. The Trueborn were finished off by the snipers, and those were 2 units down. My Reavers were fired on by the Ball Predators, and they only killed 2. They had some great saves, but they failed their leadership and ran off the board. So, in retaliation, I turned my entire army and focused in on the Stern Guard. I opened up everything I had on them, and unfortunately, we only caused a few wounds, and they passed their leadership check, so they were staying there. I just couldn't cause enough wounds to get through both their armor saves and that Feel No Pain. Blood Angels turn 2 saw all of their reserves arriving in. Most of their shots went into the Raiders, destroying 2 Raiders, actually exploding one, and I lost a bunch of Warriors from that, and took a hull point and stunned the one in the middle. So my Warriors, I had 2 groups out on the field, ready to kind of take on those Blood Angels. So it was a bit of a painful round, but we're still in it. We're still good. So we got the Razor Wings on the table, and I fired into the Death Company there, and I caused 30-some wounds to them with the rockets, and they managed to tank through pretty much most of them. A lot of other shots kind of went in to the various different units. I did kill off the Stern Guard, but I didn't kill the Priest. He managed to escape. Lots more wounds going into some of the other units, but I just didn't cause enough to kill them off. So the Ball Predators fired in on the Warriors down here and killed off everybody but one. Dante moved in to assault the Raider and destroyed it, spilling out some Warriors on the ground. The assault squad at the top there moved in and assaulted the Warriors that were up there and won the combat, making 2 of them flee down the bottom of the table. There really wasn't much action from the Storm Raven, and the 2 Razor Wings remained unscathed. So, lots of firing, and we did manage to kill off a few more Marines, but my Archon and the Incubi assaulted Dante and his group, and they pretty much all died, and my Archon ran off the table. I killed 1 more Death Company from the 3 that were remaining. I unloaded a lot of shots into it and nothing happened. Jet bikes fired into the Storm Raven and only caused 1 hull point of damage. Jets moved in, and I destroyed the turret on top of the Predator there. Scouts throughout the game were running up behind the main building to the left there and finally came out to take the objective. The assault squads were running around, cleaning up any remaining Warriors left on the table. The Ball Predator and the Storm Raven moved in to fire everything into the bikes, killing off everyone except for the Autarch. And with the game ending, the Blood Angels secure a victory. We did give them a bit of a bloody nose. As things kind of progressed and I started to lose some of my units, I wasn't sure where things were going to go until the last few turns where it was just mopping up. So it was a great game. It was fantastic seeing the Blood Angels on the table in their assault squads with their jump packs. It's just very thematic. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the report, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye now.